As we are live during Riyadh season at the Kingdom Arena. It's Teofimo Lopez, huge wins already. It's Jaime.
This bout is scheduled for
one of the hottest tickets. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. That counter punch caught him clean. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. That counter shot lands. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punch. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
Situations like this target will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he just missed with that left jab. Didn't land that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in time.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Catch and shoot. Can't land the jab there. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Nice counter. The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's a counter shot. They better start respecting each other's punching power. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. There's the bell to start round three. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
write a script like this? This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Those counter punches have to hurt. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't find a home with that jab. Punch. Counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And Lopez is dazed. Beautiful counter. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that. There's the bell for round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice punch. They exchange punches. Perfect counter lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Caution being thrown to the wind. He just misses with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Can't score with that jab. A perfect counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Well, we know they've got the... On to the 5th we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Oh, that punch. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. Missing with the hook. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom, In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
The straight right just misses. To be careful. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about There's the bell to start round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the jab. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
And this with that jab. And he scores with the counter. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Wasn't ready for that counter punch. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez. There's the bell to start round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Straight right just misses. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Swing and a miss for that jab. No rest for the weary. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Oh, Munguia made a mistake, and now he's paying the price. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo. Round 8, and we're off again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Jab slightly off target. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance.